When you're talking top-tier powerhouses in comics, it's impossible to keep Wonder Woman out of the conversation. She's one of the most powerful characters in all of comics and has made her mark in the world of DC. But over at DC, the standard has always been Superman, and any comparisons of power inevitably involve him. So, how does Diana measure up? Welcome to the Review Desk. I'm Desmond Kerk, and today we'll find out if Wonder Woman is as strong as Superman. Wonder Woman has gone up against enough Kryptonians, including Superman, to give us a good indication of her strength. During the For Tomorrow story arc, she faces off against Superman in the Fortress of Solitude and is able to do some damage, but he ultimately proves to be a bit stronger. In Superman Batman issue 56, Batman comes into possession of Superman's powers and recharges himself over the moon. He's punched down to the satellite and states it's the hardest he's ever been hit. Batman deduces that since Superman is powerless at the moment, such a potent punch could only have come from the likes of none other than Diana, indicating he knows she comes close to Kal-El. This sentiment is echoed by Superman in Justice League Volume 2, Issue 11, when Wonder Woman kicks him so hard, he says he'll feel that for a while. She's also gone up against other Kryptonians, the likes of Supergirl and Power Girl, the latter of which punched her so hard she flew from Washington, D.C. all the way to Canada. Every single time it's been apparent she's not quite as strong. In 2024's crossover Absolute Power, DC officially confirmed in a very clever way where Wonder Woman stands compared to Kryptonians. In the story arc, Amanda Waller has programmed several Amazo androids to steal the powers of superhumans. When the android designated Last Son steals the powers of Superman, we can see a power level graphic indicating Superman's powers. He's stated as having the maximum possible power level. The two hybrid Kryptonians, John Kent and Kon-El, also get their powers stolen by the Last Son, and when he scans them, they both seem to have power levels that stand at about 2/3 of Superman's. This makes sense since they're both younger and their Kryptonian abilities haven't fully bloomed yet. And then Wonder Woman enters the scene, only to have her abilities stolen by the android designated Paradise Lost. Moments before the theft happens, we're shown another graphic indicating that Wonder Woman's power level, while higher than both John and Kon-El's, is still lower than Superman's. So DC has officially confirmed that Superman is stronger than Wonder Woman. This isn't necessarily a drawback. What is a drawback, however, is Diana's inconsistent durability. She's taken punches from the likes of Superman himself, but has also been put out of commission by a bullet. Not a magic bullet, a regular bona fide NRA approved gun shop bullet. It's also been shown that her skin has been pierced. In the now classic story for the man who has everything from Superman Annual 11, the intergalactic despot Mongol uses an alien plant, the Black Mercy, to trap Superman in a fantasy world, thereby incapacitating him. Mongol was notorious for being as strong as Superman. Now, these days you've got your Apollo, your Wraith, and a plethora of characters who are on Superman's level. But this was 1985. Being Superman strong was a big deal. Wonder Woman attacks the tyrant, but this highlights a problem she's always had: a lack of impressive durability. Wonder Woman's creators originally meant for her to have durability on par with Superman, but for some reason, other writers have failed to stick to this. And as Mongol points out, because of this, she simply can't cut it. However, there are two things to consider. One, even coming close to Superman's level makes someone a big deal in their own right. Second, it takes more than brute strength to win a fight. As Black Canary once pointed out, a lot of physically strong heroes rely mostly on their strength. Diana is a master of combat, and this gives her a very strong edge. When facing Mongol, when she realizes just punching the problem won't cut it, Diana turns to the fortress's deadly arsenal to take down the alien overlord. This buys her in just enough time to survive until Kal-El shows up Goku style. Remember the time she's fought Kryptonians? You'd be surprised how many times she was victorious. Aside from being a legendary fighter who's honed her skill over decades, Diana also possesses a lethal arsenal of her own, usually magically imbued, that she can put to good use. These, once again, give her an edge since Kryptonians, while powerful, have no special defense against magic. Her skill, once again, is a huge asset here, as just showing up with a magic sword isn't enough to take down the near-invincible aliens. When post-crisis Kara Zor-El first appeared in the pages of Superman Batman, Diana effortlessly subdued her with her lasso. In the New 52, Diana fought Kara again, and due to her skill and experience in combat, she was able to briefly knock the last daughter of Krypton unconscious. When fighting Superman in For Tomorrow, Diana came prepared and was able to make him bleed despite his superior strength and durability. One of her most notable fights is probably against Power Girl. She's basically Supergirl, but with bigger guns. No, not those guns. Those guns. Diana states that Power Girl makes an incredibly difficult adversary. Not only is she a brutal fighter with strength to match Superman, she's also skilled in combat. Diana takes a few hard punches, but proves again why she's no slouch. It is at this point that she reminds us that her power set includes super speed. As a matter of fact, in her fight against Supergirl, she was so fast she took Kara by surprise. She did the same in her fight against the other Kara. By relying on her training as an Amazon warrior and combining it with her godlike speed, Diana is able to dodge, deflect, and ultimately restrain Power Girl and break her free from an evil spell. So, the next time you hear someone say that Superman is stronger than Wonder Woman, rest assured, DC says they're telling the truth. But don't for a second believe anyone who says that makes Diana a pushover, because she's far from it. Her strength still stands at a highly impressive level, and her legendary fighting skills dramatically improve her ranking. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.